Good morning. This is Miss Rubye.
This is Mr. Ray. Today we're really going into the subject of beauty and art and how you can have an appreciation for art, the everyday objects. So we'll actually talk through the process. And Miss Rubye, since your beauty is one of your things in art, tell us some introduction here of how we approach.
Thank you for the compliment. You can always say such sweet words. First, we want your thoughts about art. I found the most beautiful words, I think, that Mr. Ray had written pertaining to his art. And I'd like to share those with you this morning, and you can explain a little bit more about it. But what he says is that we are designed to be inspired by art. Why is art thought of as something you do at an art museum? Form, color, and content are around us every moment we live. This everyday art, what he calls his art, is everyday art, touches so we laugh, we sing, and we dance within our hearts and minds. Yes, our passion is released. I thought that was so great. And tell us a little bit. Well, we have tell us a little bit more about that, Ray, about inspired by art. Tell me how you were inspired by art.
Well, art, there's some basic design elements that an artist knows and uses. That's the use of color, use of shadows, use of form. And that's something worthwhile to study and actually start practicing with your art. I've got a piece of art that was the ocean, learning how to shoot everyday objects. And what I did was shooting, you want to hold it? I did, instead of just shooting the ocean, the postcard snaps. What you need to do is focus on a thing, an object, or emotion. So this is a case where I caught the wave coming up, coming down, crashing, and then receding back and forth. This is a piece of art that shows the ocean. Now this was hand enhanced, so I wanted to have the sparkle, and I worked with white paint to bring it up. And I actually designed the frame, put the frame together, and then gallery wrapped it. That means taking the canvas without putting a border, and then tuck the canvas around, tuck the corners in, so it makes a piece stand out more.
What was this taken at?
This was taken in Oceanside Pier.
The Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, it's the town of Oceanside.
Oh, the town of Oceanside, California. It was beautiful.
Yeah. So the other thing with art is everyday objects, and we'll come putting more series together on everyday objects. It could be pans in a dishwater. So what we need to do is work with everyday objects. So we're going to have to.
Oh, I'm still reading this beautiful pieces.
Go ahead and finish that.
No, it's long, but we have to wait on another segment on that. And then it will be on pigments-based ink. I didn't understand what that meant, but we don't have enough time to talk about that today, unless you have something really quick to say, Mr. Ray.
The pigment, what we have is that inks tend to fade away, or the computer paper. And what's happened is that there are inks that carry pigment, just like the inks that are in the pigments that are in oils and pastels.
We're going to have to say goodbye, Mr. Ray, and we'll talk a little bit more about art in our next segment. So we'd like to say goodbye from Miss Rubye.
Thanks. Goodbye from Mr. Ray.
Okay, bye.